Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. Today we have got a brand new build for the channel. We are doing John Wicks Ford Mustang. So yes, John Wicks Mustang. This is from the first movie, I believe. Maybe it's just, I think it appears in the second movie at the start before he completely trashes it. But yeah, we're building the Ford Mustang. I think what we'll do with pack one is we will have a quick look at the magazines and then we'll start the build. So first thing you'll get when you open your box is you'll get your welcome letter. This just tells you everything you need to know about your portal. You can change all your details in there. So make sure you do check that out. Then we get our collector's guide. I haven't even looked at any of these yet, so this is the first time. So if you open it up, it should open up into a poster. It tells you a bit about the car that we're building, what you'll get. So there's your subscribers' gifts. You'll get some posters, a license plate, a mug, and a key ring as well. And at the top here, it does tell you some features about the car. And this is going to be way too big, so I'll put it on the main. There you go. That is the poster that we get. That is very, very cool. I do like that. So I might put that up on the wall. I do have a little blank space just above Optimus Prime up there, so I will probably put that just there. Yeah, so let's take a look at the magazines. Okay, so stage one. This is your magazine, and this is what we're doing. So with most of these builds, you do start off with a hood. It's either an issue one or an issue two. You do get the hood, and then you've got to save it right to the end. So the Mustang is no different to that. So we are doing the hood. So basically, we're going to be attaching these parts here. It looks like some front indicators. Yeah, the signal lights, they go in the actual hood. I didn't know that. Yeah, then we're going to be attaching this part down onto here. We're going to be pushing the LEDs through the back, attaching the inner hood part. We're going to be putting that to the main part of the hood. We'll be screwing that down, and then that's what we should have left at the end of issue one. Stage two. This is your magazine. These magazines are quite thick. So yeah, we are doing the left front wheel in this one. I do not know if you need hot water for this. We'll get to that when we get to that. We might be able to get it in, I don't know. But that does go in a certain way. We need to make sure that that little valve cap is out the right way. Then we're going to make the wheel center here, and we're just going to be putting that in place just there. And that's what we should have at the end of issue two. So it should be a quick, easy couple of stages. So I did hold off getting this model when it first came out. There's quite a few Mustangs out there. I think there's one from Hachette coming soon. There's this one. There's the Eleanor Super Snake. I think is that a Mustang? I believe it is. Yeah. So yeah, there's quite a lot of Mustangs out there. But yeah, I do like the color of this one. So that's why I go with this one. And this is still available if you do want to get it. You can. They'll put a QR code just here. I'll bring you to all my links. You can go along there, and you can still sign up for this now. Okay, so without further ado, let's get the parts out of the packaging and start building. So first off, when you open your packaging, you will find a screwdriver in there. These are pretty standard. You do get these with every build. If you do need different sizes, they normally do give you different sizes. So don't worry if you've not got a screwdriver. They will send you one. Okay, so we are going to start off with these parts here. They are all plastic. We're going to start off by pressing the hood light signal lenses, which is these here. We're going to start by pressing them into place down here. So we're going to locate that down on the little peg just there, and that's that in. And then we can take this part here, and that's going to go down over the top. So you want it this way round, and that is also going to line up on the pegs. Let's give that a little push. Make sure it's all the way down. There you are. Make sure that's located at all three peg parts there. And if you turn that over, you can just see the little turn signals just in there. Okay, so here is our hood. It is die-cast metal. That is looking really, really nice. I do like the little details we've got on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the part we've just made. We're going to lay that in just there, just like that. So the parts that we just installed are facing this end of the hood. We do get two types of screws. We're going to secure this in with B screws from the back. So we want to go in this hole here, basically the little holes. The first one, you don't need to go too tight with this. Got a little mark on the inside of my hood there. That is going to be covered, so I'm not too worried about that. That's that screw, last screw now. And there we are. So that is now attached on there, just like that. So now we can take the LED. As you can see, they have put a little sleeve on this to make this into a little harness. You should have a D9 and D7 in there, so double check that. And we're going to turn this over, and you can just see the two holes here. That's where these are going. So we're going to plug one in here and one in here. Just like that. Don't believe it matters which one you put in where, as long as they're both in there, because the cables are together anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It says we want to keep these as close as possible, so basically pretty much like that is how you want it. Just going to bring in a cushion because I'm going to start putting a bit of pressure on this with some screws in a sec. So we're going to bring in the underside of the hood and we're going to install this. So this basically wants to be folded back that way, and this is going to lay down on top just like that. Now we are going to secure this in with 4 A screws. So I'm just going to turn this around to the way it is in the magazine. So we want to go in these 2 holes here and these 2 holes here. So I'm going to start off with this one. First one in. Number 2. Finally, that's the third one. And finally, the fourth one. And there we are. That is stage 1 all complete. Okay, so stage 2, we get our tyre and our rim. The rim is metal and the tyre is rubber. It is got a little bit of flexibility into it, but it doesn't say in the magazine that we need the hot water. But yeah, we'll try and fit this, and then if it doesn't go in, we will put it in some warm water. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our rim, we're going to make sure we've got the little valve, which is just here. It's probably hard to make that out on camera, but there is a valve just there. We want that facing out away. With the writing on one side, so there's no writing on this side. We want the wide oval there. So we're going to feed this through here. We're going to try and see. I think that might go in all right, actually. We don't, no, we're not going to need any water for this. Get a good squeeze all the way around just to make sure that is in place, just like that. Okay, so put that to the side. Not going to need that for a few minutes. We're going to need these 2 disc parts here. Now, on this black part, we do have 3 holes, 1, 2, 3. And believe it or not, on this one, we have 3 pegs, 1, 2, 3. So we're just going to match that up and slot them together. So let's line up the holes and give that a little squeeze, just like that. Now, if we turn that round, I do have this part here. We are going to push that into here. So I believe this should match up to there, just like that. That's the detail it gives you on that side. So now we are going to need the C screw because we're going to put this in our wheel. We're going to be screwing in from this side, so we want our detail to be facing that way. So I'm going to turn this over in a sec. I'm going to line that up like that. Push that into place, and we want 3 of the C screws in the back there. Yeah, let's get tightening. So the center part might fall out until we've actually got the brake disc in there. So make sure when you're storing this, you don't lose any parts. Last screw now. And there we are. But if I turn this over, that center part might fall out. Yeah, so you want to be careful with that and make sure you don't lose that. Let's say I did forget to mention there is some little pegs in there. They're not the best pegs and it doesn't hold it in fully, so I'm going to store that probably down there, facing down the way so I don't lose that part. But that is all there is to in this stage, and that is the first pack all complete. So that's the first pack of the John Wick Mustang all complete, and I really, really enjoyed that. That was really, really nice build. Um, really looking forward to getting this model complete and getting deep into this model. Yeah, can't wait. I do believe this is still available, so do make sure you go along and check out Van Home's website. I do believe it's still available down there. If you like this video, guys, please remember to leave a like down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.